This episode of the ResortLoop.com podcast is brought to you by Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company. Joffrey's is proud to be the official specialty coffee of Disney. Enjoy drinks and pastries at Joffrey's kiosks throughout the parks and check out the Disney Specialty Coffee Collection only at Joffreys.com.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our final boarding call and the doors will be closing soon.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us. This is ResortLoop.com. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
And this is a very exciting episode that Bob has come up with once again. I love these shows.
I don't get to say, what are we going to talk about today, Tim?
Well, you're going to say what we're going to talk about, but why I like these shows, before you get into the topic, you tell me, Tim, I'm going to bring up a topic, and I don't want you to do any research on it.
Those are your favorites.
That's right. I want a fresh input. I don't want you to think too much. That's a smart move, by the way. So, Bob, what is our topic today?
Well, I got to thinking. You know, I know it's dangerous. I know. I had a lot of coffee, Joffrey's coffee. I was well caffeinated and thought, you know, you and I, neither one of us own DVC. We're not DVC members, but a lot of our Looper Nation is.
You had considered it at one point, didn't you?
Absolutely, yeah. Very close. We had stayed at the DVC at Hilton Head, and we were ready to sign some papers, and we pulled back at the last minute.
Okay. I know we were never really close, but I had always told myself, if that ever pops up at the Polynesian, I'm in. Well, it has since popped up at the Polynesian.
Yeah.
And I have a son in college.
And you got no money. Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that's what ended up eventually, you know, us pulling back was the cash at the time. So, you know, it's something you got to think about. But it got me to thinking, there's so many DVCs now. Are they oversaturated at Walt Disney World?
Okay.
And if not, and really anywhere in the world, now obviously we don't know the laws for, real estate in other countries, but let's just say they're wide open, very similar to the United States, and they can open up a DVC anywhere on the planet.
Okay.
My question to you is, where would you want to put one?
Ooh.
Now,
in the worldwide,
or at Walt Disney World, or Disneyland, or at one of the other Disney theme parks. So let's go over what they have available right now. DVC, of course, at Walt Disney World, you got Kidani Village over at Animal Kingdom Lodge, the original one, Old Key West, Boardwalk Villas, Beach Club Villas, Wilderness Lodge Villas, Bay Lake Tower, Grand Floridian Villas. See what I'm saying?
There's a lot there.
Oversaturated. Polynesian Bungalows and Villas, and Saratoga Springs. Then out in Disneyland, you got the Grand Californian Villas out there. Of course, I just mentioned Hilton Head. You've been to Vero Beach.
Yes, beautiful.
And one of the newest, and not the newest because the Polys are the newest, but the one I want to go see is Aulani. Hawaii.
Yeah. Oh, the crown jewel.
So really the only ones, we only have 4 or 3 that are outside of Disney parks. The rest are all in Disney parks. Quite a few of them. So would you put one in a Disney park, at Walt Disney World maybe, or just somewhere else on the planet? That's my question.
Where would I put a new one? I got to believe at some point they're going to put DVCs at, again, depending on the international rules, maybe around their other parks.
Yeah.
Worldwide, I mean. Like Shanghai might have some DVCs, maybe.
Right.
I could see Tokyo, Paris.
I'm surprised that they don't have anything at Tokyo Disney Sea.
Yeah.
Now, maybe land, much like at California, is such a premium.
Well, that's true, too.
That it's difficult for them to do that. I would think Hong Kong would be the same way. There's not a whole lot of land when you're talking about an island.
Yeah, that's true. Although, I mean, you don't need a big plot of land to make a several-story building.
True.
But...
yeah, look at Bay Lake. Bay Lake Towers.
Right.
That they were able to put that on a very, very small footprint.
Right. As far as other tourist destinations in the world, that's tough.
All right, I'm going to give you time to think because I got some more information.
All right, I'm ready.
All right. A fantastic website. Everybody should check this out. It's called Yesterland.
Yes.
.com. You turned me onto that a while back.
Fantastic.
It's a wonderful website. Let me bring that up real quick here. It's their title is Yesterland, a theme park on the web featuring discontinued Disneyland attractions.
Yes. Very beautiful content there.
Yeah, if you're into the history of Disneyland and want to see some old pictures, fantastic. But at any rate, Yesterland reported in one of their articles that Disney actually had 3 other DVCs planned back in the early 90s.
Okay.
The one was another one at the Disney World at the golf course of Eagle Pines. They were going to do the Disney's Villas at Eagle Pines golf course.
Oh, okay.
They also were going to put one at Disney's Times Square in New York.
Okay.
Times Square Villas. That would be some premium real estate.
Wow. I can't even imagine.
I can't either. And then the one that was very popular and kind of on the idea of something Walt was interested in doing, and that was Disney's Mountain Lodge in Colorado.
You know, I always heard there like a ski lodge type of DVC was planned at one point.
That was something that Walt actually wanted to do. He wanted to open up his own resort in Colorado or in the Rocky Mountains somewhere.
Yeah, didn't he want something like an upstate, not upstate, but like Northern California? I thought he either had something or wanted something.
Might have been Northern California. Yeah, I can't remember the exact location.
Right, that was long.
Yeah,
back when the world was around.
Dean Jones probably would have been in charge of it.
He'd been the innkeeper.
He could have been the innkeeper.
Taught people how to ski.
I can see that happening.
He'd need a rope tow engine. So I'm going back to my Snowball Express. Which I can't find the DVD, so I've been very upset about that.
Oh no!
It's not in the house. I think somebody might have borrowed it.
Uh-oh.
But who knows? It could
confiscated.
Be somewhere else. Exactly.
I'll bring it back.
I knew it. But where else in the world would I want a DVC? This is tough because I always consider DVC actually near a park. Now I've accepted Alani even though I've not been there. Because that's a full-fledged resort. You don't need to leave.
Right.
Although if you're in Hawaii, you got to still tour the rest of the islands. But
right. I think you've got to factor in too weather. It's got to be someplace that people want to go quite often.
Right. So whether it's a ski vacation every winter.
Yeah.
Me, I'm more of a tropical guy. I'm trying to think, like maybe Alaska, but you wouldn't use that year round. I wouldn't think.
No. I was even thinking maybe New England. In the United States, if you do something up in New England, Cape Codish, but again, those are summer places to go.
Right.
So you've got 9 months out of the year. You're not going to get a lot of people.
You're spending that kind of money. You'd want a pool, so that'd be some kind of major indoor pool complex.
Right. Yeah.
Something along the lines of like a Great Wolf Lodge, probably even bigger.
Right.
Something like around here. We also have like a Kalahari.
Right. Absolutely.
Although what kind of a job would Disney do on an indoor water park?
Oh, could you imagine? Could you? That would be awesome.
Wow. You just plop that resort probably in the middle of like Ohio and people would just flood it.
They would flock to it. Absolutely.
Wow. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. If you were at Disney, Orlando, where would you want to put a DVC?
If I were putting a DVC in Orlando at Walt Disney World, I would put one on the other side of Downtown Disney, the new Disney Springs. I would put another one over there. Now, the theming, I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
They've got just about every kind of theming covered now.
I think I have one.
What's your theming?
I don't know where you'd put it. Maybe your location is perfect for this. I would like a San Antonio Riverwalk theme.
I like that.
With the hotels, the restaurants, with boats going up and down the
that would
waterway.
Go in very well for Disney Springs.
Initially, I was kind of thinking maybe not level, but maybe near the yacht club or retheme the yacht club or tear it down and start new. For some reason, I guess the yacht club is one of their least popular deluxe properties.
Yeah, it might be difficult over there being as close as they are to the Swan and Dolphins. So,
right. So I don't know, but your location might be great for something like that.
Yeah, the boats could then the boats could go through the river walk and then go out to the east side of downtown Disney.
Is Disney listening? Because this is a brilliant idea.
This is a brilliant idea.
We just imagineered a whole new resort complex.
I want a flank on both sides.
A flank steak?
Bookend.
A bookend, okay. Yeah,
as soon as I started talking food, I had to withdraw.
You had to pull back the meat.
I would like this bookend Disney Springs with a couple of DVCs if you're going to put something back in Florida. But I think they're way oversaturated right now.
Let me ask you this. It almost looks like a nature preserve. What about the other side of Bay Lake? You got that whole Bay Lake from the Fort Wilderness all the way, to the east a little bit, around the lake, back over to where the Contemporary is? There's nothing.
You're talking the old water park.
Well, no, that's the other side. That's river country.
River country.
You could put something there, too.
Oh, on the other side.
I'm talking about that whole massive area where there's just nothing.
Yeah. I think that's where all the alligators live. I'd say probably not a good... they got to live somewhere.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah. That's not a bad...
hey, people need shoes. That's all I'm going to say. Shoes and purses.
Not to go off on a tangent.
We never do that.
But
what's that noise?
Maybe some of the restaurants should just start serving, alligator as a delicacy.
It could be so fresh.
I mean, it would solve a lot of issues. Please don't email us. That's a joke.
That's a joke.
Not really. Not
really a joke.
Alligator's good.
Tastes like chicken.
It's very. I had some. I had some in a gumbo once.
Oh,
some alligator sausage in a gumbo.
That's a weird flavored gum.
And it was very good.
Was it really?
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Anyway.
You put in kids' meals.
All right. Back
alligator nuggets.
See, I knew if we went food, we would get way... oh, my goodness.
Okay, DVC.
So, I love that one kind of crossed my mind, the whole Southwest theming, because we don't really have anything like that as far as DVC goes.
No. Here's a thought. Now, I've heard other people talk about this. Adding DVC to the moderate hotels.
Yeah, I thought about that.
You're hitting a lower price point. People might buy it up that haven't been able to, if you can't afford a Polynesian bungalow.
Well.
Or a Magic Kingdom View DVC, Bay Lake Tower.
Yeah.
Maybe something over at Coronado Springs.
Well, maybe that could be the size, make it a little smaller room-wise. Something like that to make it so that it's more moderate level.
Right. Have you ever stayed in a DVC?
I have. Just the Hilton Head.
Okay.
Just the one over at Hilton.
But you used it as a hotel room, right? You didn't have a...
Right. Yeah.
Okay. So you had the maid service every day.
No. Actually, they let us know that they only do maid service every 3 days.
I don't know. That kind of...
And we stayed 3 days.
Right.
So we never did get it. But, yeah.
Yeah, we did that when we were at the beach club that one time, and it was just different.
Right.
I don't know. You're still paying an awful lot of money. You think someone can make your beds, but...
Right.
I don't know.
You've trained your kids to do that, don't they? They
if
make
only.
your bed.
If only.
Put the mint on your pillow.
Well, the mint, yes. I need turn-down service.
See, there's no way mints are getting past my kids. Any kind of chocolate mint, that's gone. Forget it. I'm a little concerned looking at the list of all of the DVCs that are down there. Are they oversaturated? Are they going to be able to sell them? They certainly don't seem to have a problem with that yet.
They don't, and I guess the DVC, what would you call it? The DVC income or the money made from the DVCs is considered going into the parks account.
Oh wow, yeah.
It's not like its own separate accounting area. They lump it in with parks and resorts, I guess.
Not a whole subsidiary type company. It's
right.
It actually goes
to
the parks.
So it helps boost the park revenues.
Yeah. Well, I think you've got a good point. I think Shanghai's going to be something we're going to have to keep an eye on. There may be something over there, DVC-wise.
Right. It could be.
That'll be interesting to see what the pricing is.
I would love to know that.
On something like that. I thought worldwide, if you were going to put something worldwide, maybe something like Australia, New Zealand.
That's true.
Where you've got good weather.
Right.
Something near the Great Barrier Reef, can you imagine?
Oh, runs the whole coast.
Of what?
Sorry, now I just went into Captain Ron again.
Wow, Snowball Express and Captain Ron.
And Captain Ron in the same show.
Wow.
This is good stuff. How about an actual Animal Kingdom Lodge in Africa somewhere? Doing actual real safaris.
That would be interesting.
I mean,
a little bit difficult with, you never know what's going to happen in some countries. There's some instability.
Disney would have to actually buy a country, I think, for it to be all right.
They could do it.
Yeah.
They could do it. They're doing a little good right now.
They're not doing too bad.
Good. That's my English. A little good.
Doing a little better goodly.
The other place I got real quick is I would absolutely love to see that original idea, a mountain lodge. Now get this though, I want it to be themed an actual castle.
Oh, okay.
In the mountains, make it look like a German, Austrian, something like that castle.
Okay.
That's DVC. How about that?
That would be awesome.
You've got skiing in the wintertime, snowboarding, tubing, all of that stuff. In the summertime, you've got horseback riding and camping and sing-alongs. I like sing-alongs.
You could have jousting.
No jousting.
You can have jousting?
Well, you could do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that place still open? The place where you can go eat and joust down
Medieval times?
Medieval times.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I know Dolly Parton's place closed.
Yes.
With the whole,
Yes. Over near the outlets over there.
Whatever it was, yeah. Poor Dolly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It peaked. It must have peaked early. Twin Peaks.
Anywhere else in the country you'd like to put a Disney DVC?
I don't know. Maybe Southwest. I don't know.
Southwest.
That's awfully close to Disney.
Flagstaff.
That's awfully close to Disneyland, though.
Yeah.
Maybe they need. Maybe Vegas.
No.
No Vegas? You don't want family stuff in Vegas? I knew when I said that, by the way, because we had a discussion earlier today.
No. No. There needs to be a separation. A separation exists. Vegas is grown-ups Disneyland, and Disneyland is all of our Disneyland.
Right.
There has to be a separation. I wouldn't mind like in Arizona near Grand Canyon. They could kind of combine Adventures by Disney with a DVC, maybe, something like that.
They could.
Golf course.
Weather'd be okay.
I don't know.
Most of the time.
Scorpions, though, out there.
Man, you're just afraid of nature, aren't you?
Listen,
Scorpions, alligators.
We have had this conversation, too. Nature is trying to eradicate us off the face of the planet.
Oh, that's true.
That's why there are hurricanes and tornadoes and
you know how many deer I've hit recently?
And deer. Deer hate you.
Oh, so. Deer hate me. I can't tell you how many vehicles I've hit in deer in the past couple of years. That's why I think it'd be easier. Did we talk about this before? Hitting alligators because they're very low. They're like speed bumps.
They are like speed bumps, but depending on the speed, could flip you over.
Oh, well.
I've seen how you drive to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the shuttle shields on the front of the van.
The shuttle tiles, yes.
Shuttle tiles.
Oh, my goodness.
Tim.
Yes, Bob.
That's all I've got.
Oh, thank goodness.
we were losing control of the show.
I don't even know what our focus was at that point. Everybody, thanks for joining us. I'm Tim Scott. You can find me on Twitter at ResortLoop.Tim. We have the ResortLoop.com website, and I'm also on Facebook at Tim Resort Loop Scott.
There you go. I'm Resort Loop Bob on Twitter and Instagram. Don't forget Facebook.com/Resort Loop, where we post a lot of cool stuff. And rate us on iTunes, please. That goes a long way for us. And where else can they listen, Tim?
You can always listen to us on the Stitcher. Everybody, thanks for joining us. This has been the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? All new world.
Welcome to Aulani. It's Hawaii with a touch of Disney magic. For special offers, visit DisneyAulani.com or call your travel agent.